I have gotten asked this question so many times to share my handbag collection, and while I have a lot of bags, I decided what I would do is break this into a couple of different videos, starting off with my top 5 favorite bags in my handbag collection, a mix of every day and a mix of the more playful stuff, some of my most complimented bags that really just they add something fun, they add something different, and really make an outfit pop. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, keep watching. Now, if you happen to be new here, I am Jordan Blackwell, former materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style, sharing with you life's possibilities through style, not just helping you find what makes you look good, because baby, I want you to look good, but what makes you also feel good, because what I have just found is that when you feel good, you feel amazing in the clothes that you own, that's really going to give you that killer style that you are coveting and wanting to have. So, with that in mind, got me a little drinky drink. I went with a Honey Joy. Yeah, I went with a Honey Joy, which is an Earl Grey tea latte made at Roast and Royal Oak. I just needed something a little bit more herbal, and let's hop into it, starting with number 5. This should be no surprise. This is one of my everyday bags. This beautiful faux croc print bag is from ASOS, and it's just a really easy like half moon bag, over the shoulder bag, because it goes with everything. I feel like even though I'm not one of those like wardrobe capsule wardrobe, you must have these items like in every single wardrobe, girlies, because we're all different and we should all embrace what we like and what makes us different. So I've never really subscribed to those kinds of things, but this black bag, literally when in doubt, and I love it so, so much. I'm actually eyeing up, I'd like to replace this with something a little bit more current and supporting one of my favorite brands. If you've watched any of my other videos, you have talked about how much I've been yearning over this black Nia bag from Brandon Blackwood. And I can't decide if I want the medium or the large, but babes, the way I need it. Like that gold detailing, you already know, as you could probably see, gold and me, we go together real bad, real bad. So I would love, as you can see on this bag, it already does have the gold hardware. That is something I look for in majority of my bags. It will literally almost be the deciding factor if I buy a bag or not. So this one from ASOS, and it couldn't have been more than like 40 bucks, is really, really great. And the other thing is this is like 4 or 5 years old. And I specifically wanted to reach for something that was a little bit older, because so often we confuse like quality with expensive, and we confuse cheap and like bad quality with like inexpensive and fast fashion. Now, don't get me wrong, fast fashion has tons and tons of issues. I'm not going to touch that today. That is a whole topic that I literally spent 3 years of my career on. However, on my channel, I want to encourage you to shop within your price point and then make the most of what you are able to buy. So, that is the other reason I will never turn my nose up at a bag from a more fast fashion brand, for that reason, because also with the right love and the right care, if you aren't just like beating your bags up or beating your clothes up, this will last you a long, long time. Like I'm just now seeing a little bit, the tiniest bit, if you look really closely, like some fraying on the actual like arm area, but it is so, so small. And my sneaky hack that I learned working at Pingree in Detroit, which is a leather brand company, is the lighter hack. I use this not just with like my bags, but also with my clothes. If you see any fraying and things like that, like this, quickly just take your lighter, burn it away, tap it super fast, like super fast. And as you can see, where did it go? It blends right in. And the other thing is a lot of the yarns have a little bit of plastic in them. So it helps to also seal it back off as well to keep it from fraying over again. So just a little sneaky hack to make your bags look fresh and look new for much longer. Let's get into bag number 4. This bag quite literally surprised me. It is the Brandon Blackwood Kiwi bag with the real leather in this beautiful brown croc embossed print. I love this bag. I was so surprised because I actually bought a very similar style bag back when Rebecca Minkoff was doing really, really good, which she is also having a resurgence. Like some of her bags, I'm going to link some below because they are gorgeous. But I had a bag like this years ago, but I didn't wear it a lot. But somehow, now that I'm in my 30s, I cannot get enough of this bag. It fits everything I needed to fit. It's such a perfect size. This is the smaller size, and the quality is so, so great. I've had this one for, I want to say, a little bit over 2 years, and still I'm not seeing any pilling, any fraying, like anything along the shoulder strap or anything like that, which is the other thing I love is obviously carry it cute in your hands like a tote, but then you have the shoulder strap for this to be crossbody. My only beef, and this is personal, is that like how the top of this closes is like you have to kind of like awkwardly snap it like this. that just isn't my personal favorite, but not enough for me obviously to not recommend this bag and any of the bags in this style when I say that it is, again, so fun and really high quality and just something I reach for all the time, like all the time. Moving into number 3, my most complimented bag that is literally like 5 or 6 years old, the banana leaf bag. Okay, I get so many questions every time I share this bag. It is so gorgeous. It is so fun. It is also impractical. I will be really, really honest. Like when the phones were smaller, you could fit this. Okay, good. Thought my thing stopped. Thought I stopped recording. Like when the phones were smaller, like first gen, second gen iPhone, this actually was perfect for like your credit cards, your phone. But now because the phones are too big, you really cannot fit your phone in here. It's really not meant. Like I can barely get a hand in here. Not that that's accurate comparison. But I will say that while I love this bag so, so much, and I usually reach for this for my vacations for like an evening bag, again, it's just so, so fun. And that's something as you watch more of my videos, as you really start catching my style, I love kind of like kitschy, cutesy, fun kind of things. Like even in my big 30s, I still love very much like that little kid joy that a lot of my pieces bring me. That is why I like animal print. That is why I will reach for a banana clutch or a more colorful bag or monochrome and just wear color. I do not shy away from kitschy things. I do not shy away from like cutesy things. I don't feel the need to like always present as like a grown woman. I just feel like that thought is so dead to me. And I encourage you to have that same approach. Like really just tap into what you feel like is you and what you like. That has really helped me to find the right pieces and find what just brings me joy. And again, like most people would look past this like, oh, that's too like cutesy or that's too just, on the nose maybe, that this is a bag a lot of people would overlook. And if you want to find something similar nowadays, I will say Forever 21 has not been as on it with the fun bags, but if you are willing to spend a little bit more money, Kate Spade, honestly, her bags, I love them. They bring me so much joy. Like every time I walk past it, like her storefront, I gotta stop and look inside because she will just have the cutest thing. So I feel like that's another really great place if you're wanting to invest a little bit more. Otherwise, I will say, like I said, on occasion, Forever 21 has dropped stuff like this, and Revolve as well has had some like cuter, kind of clutchier purses like this as well, if you are in the market. And speaking of that, like really, really quick, I get a lot of questions like, hey, JB, it looks like we shop at the same places, but I just never seem to see the same things you're seeing. And if you feel like that's you, you should go ahead and follow me over on Like to Know It because that is where I share not just everything that you can shop in my videos, but I love to do little roundups, things I'm eyeing up, the cutesy sandals I like, the chic matching sets, really chic elevated basics, things like that on a weekly basis, save you the time and stress because I get it. While I love shopping and browsing, I know that is not everyone's cup of tea. So this not only saves you that time, but it's all in one easy place for you to locate and shop and be the first one to see these pieces before everyone else because I really don't share those roundups anywhere else first but on Like to Know It. So if you want to be the first one to see what I'm seeing and shop those pieces, that's where you need to be, baby. It's a tie. It's a tie between my Michael Kors Puchette tiger print purse and the Jacquemus Nuid bag with this really fun knot top detail. Let me talk about this one first. Obviously, you can probably guess why this is one of my favorite bags. It is a great night out bag. It is just so fun, and I love this to add personality. I feel like even when I'm shopping for bags, even when I'm shopping for accessories, I don't always like to pick like what's gonna go with everything else. I also like to think in terms of things that can go with a lot, but also make a little bit of a pop. So that's what I love about this bag. The tiger print, so cute. Obviously, I love the animal print, and this specific style of animal print, as you'll notice with all of my animal print, I tend to pick the more classic colors and the more classic, like actually looking like the animal print prints, because those are less likely to go out of style than doing like the neons or just like the ones that are a little bit too off and not the actual colors of the animal. I don't know why that is. It just feels like the truer to the animal it is, the more timeless it feels. So that is the reason this bag is just so fun. It adds a pop to like some black. It also can be a neutral if you want to add this in with some other colors. It's just really, really fun, and I just can't get enough of it. However, the way I will always reach for my Jacques bag, my baby Jacques is what I call him, is just it's so fun. Again, like even though it is a classic color, I went for something that was going to be a little bit non-traditional, not just with the bag itself, but with the top knot. I feel like everyone had the regular big swoop, so I wanted something that was still on brand with that same vibe, but again, had that something different. And the key when I shop a lot of like more designer bags, I am getting that on sale, by the way. Like the Michael Kors bag, we have one out at the Great Lakes outlets. And so we have a Michael Kors store there, and they have like the greatest like 4th of July sales, like midsummer sales. So I was able to get that bag for $60 originally, down from I think it was like 300 or something like that. And same with the Jacquemus bag. I personally love to look at Shopbop specifically, more than the other websites when it comes to trying to get more recent bags on sale, because Shopbop always seems to have like a buy more, save more. And usually it's like 250 to 300 plus. So obviously a lot of the bags are going to be over that. This was originally 900, I want to say. And in the Shop More, Save More event, I got almost $300 off of it. So I think I got this for around $600 total. So that's the other sneaky trick I will say. If you don't have access to outlets, like there's not a whole lot of designer outlets here in Michigan and here in Detroit. Hopefully that will change. Bedrock, I'm looking at you because I know y'all be running things. So if you don't have access to outlets, Shopbop is a really great place to be snagging bags like this on sale. Also, I know I'm not supposed to say this, but if you travel internationally, I personally picked up a thing or two at the Paris airport, and it was hella cheaper than here in the US. I'm talking like, and that wasn't even the sale price, that was just the regular in-store price. Like I think I got a hat or two from Prada. Yeah, I got a bucket hat from Prada, and it retailed like 800 here in the US, and it was there for 450. So I'm just saying, if you do happen to, obviously don't travel for the bag. I mean, if you got it like that, you got it like that. But also consider that too. If you are going abroad, you're going to another country, see if you can find vintage stores, see if you can find the designer stores, see if you can find outlets, and also see if you can find vintage stores. I've heard really great things about some vintage stores abroad as well for finding good designer pieces on a discount. And I know obviously like that isn't accessible to everyone, which is why I wanted to leave you with the Shopbop tip. And I'm also trying to think who else does a really good job of sales like that, because I do feel like, I don't know, is it just me? Comment below. I feel like the sales don't sale as much as they used to. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Like I feel like things used to be a good deal, and now it does feel really hard to get like a good price on things, especially like after COVID, all this new economy stuff, like inflation, baby. So keep that in mind, because I also know that a lot of people swear by Rebag. Let me make sure I get Little Jack right. I know a lot of people swear by Rebag and Farfetch as well for places to find more of the like designer pieces for less. I've not personally shopped there yet. If y'all are looking for somebody to be a sponsor ambassador, yo girl, it's right here. However, I've heard really, really great things about those places as well. And another sneaky one that I know a lot of the girlies do on the low, maybe not so much on the low anymore, eBay. I will say that suddenly eBay has becoming more and more into my like everyday shopping rotation of just like as just a place to shop for, especially like different designer brands, vintage or even new, and be able to get a pretty good deal on it as well. And I trust eBay's process of verification just a little bit more than Poshmark. No offense to Poshmark. And the other hard thing with Poshmark too is like that shipping situation sometimes, like they be waxing, and that is from someone who sells her stuff on Poshmark. I really be struggling with that because I really want to make sure that you guys are getting a good price on my stuff. But the way that Poshmark also be taxing on that, um, makes me also lean into, if you are somebody looking to get again the designer bags at more of an affordable price, especially like vintage and things, eBay definitely is on the come up for that. With that, let's get into bag number one. And if you've watched any of my videos, this probably won't be a surprise. It is my Coach Tabby purse. I got this as a Valentine's Day gift from the guy that I was seeing a couple of years ago. I think this is almost 3 years old now. Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 years old. And if you do not know, the thing I love the most about it, this back pocket. When I tell you this back pocket has relieved so much of my anxiety, because I'm not trying to do this every time I need to go like reach in my purse and pay for something. So hands down, the same reason that I love the Brandon Blackwood Kiwi bag, I hope I'm saying that right. It's the same reason I really do love this bag. Of course, the quality is amazing. It is leather. You have that lovely pebble texture, and they're coming out with so many fun colors and renditions on this style. But I also love like the gold detailing. Again, that's why I also want the Brandon Blackwood Mia bag, because I love the gold hardware. I love that you can make it a shorter shoulder strap, a longer shoulder strap, or a crossbody. Plus, like I said, that back pocket, that literally made it worth every single penny because I will be sneaking my phone back there, my wallet back there, and then it's nice and pressed against my body too. So I don't have to worry about like someone trying to like sneaky snag and like take my stuff, like swiper no swiping. You don't have to worry about that. And the inside is like super duper spacious too. Like when I'm shooting at the mall and I usually do a lot of my content, I will sneak my little DJI, which comes in this big carrying case, and this fits in my purse so easily along with my phone and my wallet with no problem. She'll look a little chunky, ate a little good, got that healthy weight on her, but overall, when I tell you this, if you're looking for an everyday bag, like an everyday bag that you're just not gonna be disappointed in, this is that girl, okay? This is that girl. The only other honorable mention that I will give you is my Marc Jacobs bag. I will not lie. At first, I did not get the hype around this bag at all, okay? I was like, again, this is the kind of style I kind of see everywhere, but from the quality of this bag is so soft. First of all, I love how soft it is. The colors are so fun, and it really is a good everyday bag as well. And you don't obviously have to get it in this bold red color. This is for the collab that I did with them last year, the color they sent me that I am still very much obsessed with. But I do now get the hype around the tote bag, and they also just dropped their sack bag, which I went into the store and tried on, and I am also very much obsessed with the styling and how smart that bag is constructed and put together. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes on that as another bag to add in my rotation. Those are my favorite. As you can see, I snuck in a little more than 5. I really wanted to give you a good look at not just the kind of bags I look at, things I look at in terms of quality, pricing, material, but also just considerations in terms of longevity, because I know these can be an investment and you want to make sure that you're choosing not just pieces that you'll love now, but pieces that are going to evolve with you in your style as you grow. And if you feel like that's something that you really struggle with and you want to get better with, I actually suggest that you check out this playlist filled with more outfit ideas, filled with more shopping tips, because that's going to help you to learn how to shop more intentionally and find those pieces that not just make you look good. Because, babes, what did I say? I want you to look good, but the things that are going to make you feel good and grow with you as your style evolves. But before you head over there, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos designed to help you find what makes you feel good in life, in style, in travel, and beauty. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you over there.